to the podcast for When the Curves Line Up for September 9, 2023. Please see the article that includes diagrams of today's events on the website. Text by Jeffrey L. Hunt. In Chicago, sunrise occurs at 6:25 a.m. Central Daylight Time, followed by sunset at 7:11 p.m. Here is today's planet forecast. In the morning sky. This morning, a lovely crescent moon is about halfway up in the eastern sky. The moon is 26% illuminated. Find it about an hour before daybreak. Look for earthshine on the night portion, between the moon's cusps or horns. This is from sunlight reflected from Earth's oceans, clouds, and land. Photograph it with a tripod-mounted camera with exposures up to a second or two, depending on the camera's characteristics. This effect is visible for the next few mornings as the moon wanes. This morning the lunar orb is near the Gemini twins, 7.3 degrees to the right of Castor and 8.2 degrees to the upper right of Pollux. At this hour brilliant Venus is nearly 20 degrees above the eastern horizon and nearly 30 degrees below the moon. The morning star continues to appear higher in the sky each morning at the same time interval before sunrise. This morning the planet rises nearly 160 minutes before the sun. Venus and Sirius, night's brightest star also known as the dog star, are nearly the same altitude, height above the horizon. This continues throughout the rest of the month. No close conjunction is predicted for the pair. Sirius is over 40 degrees from the plane of the solar system, where the planets move against the distant stars. The result is that Venus and Sirius are about the same altitude, but far apart in the sky. Look for Procyon, the little dog star, is above an imaginary line from Venus to Sirius. The star's name means before the dog, as it rises about 30 minutes before Sirius at the mid-northern latitudes. When Procyon is low in the eastern sky, the dog star rises soon. Orion's rosy Betelgeuse is over 30 degrees above Sirius and about the same altitude as the twins. The star's name means the armpit of the white-belted sheep. Farther westward, bright Jupiter is high in the south-southwest. The planet is the third brightest celestial body this morning, after the Moon and Venus. The Jovian giant is retrograding in front of Aries, 13.6 degrees to the lower left of Hammel, the constellation's brightest star, and 11.3 degrees to the upper right of Menkar, the sea monster's nostril. Mercury is quickly emerging from bright sunlight after its inferior conjunction. It is not far enough away from the bright sunlight to look for it this morning. It rises above the eastern horizon nearly 20 minutes before the sun. In the evening sky, Mars continues its slow slide into bright sunlight. It is much dimmer than expected, setting about 50 minutes after nightfall. Saturn, past opposition, rises in the east-southeast before sunset. 2 hours after the sun leaves the sky, it is nearly 25 degrees up in the southeast. The planet retrogrades in front of Aquarius, 9.0 degrees to the upper right of Skate, the Aquarian's leg, and 9.2 degrees to the right of Lambda Aquarii, Lambda Acra on the chart. The star Fomalhaut, the 13th brightest star visible from the mid-northern latitudes, is about 5 degrees above the southeastern horizon and nearly 20 degrees below Saturn. As the wheel of the night seems to spin westward, Saturn appears in the south around midnight. Appearing farther westward during the new calendar day, the ringed wonder sets about 70 minutes before sunup, disappearing into the thicker layers of the atmosphere about 30 minutes earlier. This evening Jupiter rises in the east-northeast less than 2½ hours after sunset. By tomorrow morning it is high in the south-southwest. Thank you for listening. Please read the articles at whenthecurveslineup.com.